Hey guys, I'm Brian.
And I'm Terry.
Welcome back to the Forest Farm Project. Today we're bringing you the start of a series that we've partnered up with Husqvarna and Scott Martin, our local rep. He has come out and we've started a chainsaw safety series for you guys. So this will be the first of 7 videos for you. 7
in this series, and then there's going to be more in other areas with
hopefully
chainsaw operations and whatnot.
Yeah. And this is all on PPE, personal protective equipment. So the things you need to keep in mind when you're out here actually felling trees, because you know, we started out not having near what we needed to in knowledge of PPE. We just went and started cutting.
Yeah, so our earlier videos, you see a lot of stuff where we just didn't have the equipment. But we came out here with an F-150 and a Husky 455.
That was it.
Husqvarna 455.
Yes.
Chainsaw.
And we just went to it. So we learned a lot going through this 7 video series with Scott. He taught us a ton of great information, and hopefully you guys find this informative when you go out to do your felling and brush clearing or whatever.
He's a wealth of knowledge.
Oh man.
Wealth of knowledge.
He knew everything there was to know. It was amazing. Taught us a ton of great stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
See you next time.
Hey guys, Brian here with Forest Farm Project. Today we're here with Scott Martin from Husqvarna, and he's going to be taking us through some PPE.
Hey, Scott Martin here with Husqvarna, Territory Manager for upstate South Carolina. Been with the company for about 25 years, and just here to show some knowledge on some PPE products.
All right, well today it looks like we're going to be getting started with Chaps first off, so what do you have to tell us?
Great, so Chaps, probably the most important aspect of what you can utilize when it comes to personal protective equipment. A lot of different chaps are available for different applications. You have consumer chaps for consumer saws, and then you have professional chaps really designed for professional chainsaws. And that distinction is very important to know, because there are certain ANSI regulations that are built into professional chaps that you wouldn't have in consumer chaps because of the power that professional saws would bring.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's very important to know that consumer chaps, consumer saw, professional chaps, professional saw. With that being said, we've got a variety of different pieces here that we want to kind of go through. And first off, right here on your right hand, these are our just apron chaps. And they're apron chaps because they attach around your waist like an apron would, and you can see that they have the enclosures that go around the thigh and the calf, and these are straight up and down. So basically, when you put the chap on, you're covering around 2/3 of your leg, thigh all the way down to your ankle. These are great chaps. They work very efficiently, but I'll tell you, from that point right there, the next progression would be the wrap chap. And the wrap chap is a great professional chap. And let's see, Brian, if you could, let's hold this up. You can see how this flares off right here. The reason it does that is this is called a full wrap chap. When this goes around your calf, there's 3 enclosures that keep it completely enclosed around your calf. The reason we do that is, especially if you're using a saw with a long bar, and if you're doing some thinning and things like that, sometimes you may have the saw close to the ground, or you're slashing and different things like that. The bar could come in contact with lower extremity, typically the left leg, because you're using the saw in a right-handed application, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you would have contact, you could potentially have contact with the left leg. So in the case of a chap like this, when the chain is turning in this direction, so when the saw chain is moving this way, what it tends to want to do if it comes in contact with that cover is it rotates the chap around. So what it could do there potentially is open up the part of your leg once the chap rolls. Right. So in a case like the wrap chap, you have full coverage 360 degrees around your calf. So if it does come in contact and it rolls, it's just going to roll it, but you still got coverage all the way around. So from a professional standpoint, the wrap chap is a great chap. Right. But an apron chap, wrap chap, either chap is better than no chaps at all.
Exactly, and this is what I started out with, was an apron style chap, and I've moved to a wrap chap, and you just feel safer wearing it because you feel that wrap all the way around.
Right.
Much more confident.
Absolutely, absolutely. And from here you can see that we've got, these are some old, this is more like a logger type of apparel, but it's a pair of bib overalls, and very heavy, a lot of chainsaw protective materials that are built into the leg area, and this was great, especially from a logger's standpoint. But created a lot of heat.
Yeah.
You know, and the technology needed to kind of evolve a little bit. So a lot of folks use chaps because you do have a lot of openness in the back, in the back of your legs and things like that. One thing that we've evolved to now is these pants. So chainsaw protective pants. So they're kind of fashionable, you know, if you will.
Yeah.
They're you know, they have vents. They have Cordura material right here, so if you happen to be on the ground, you're not scraping holes in the knees and things like that. But you know, you have pockets. You know, it's a great piece of PPE, and you know they're kind of color coordinated with some of our logo types and things like that. But this is a this is a new piece, and we're getting a lot of play with these.
Yeah, it's a good looking pair of pants, definitely.
It is.
And I think a lot of guys don't wear chaps just because they're goofy looking at times.
Right.
You know, and they want to be cool, and that looks a lot cooler than a pair of chaps.
Yeah, and cool is the word too, because the venting we've got into this. You can wear this chap and still be comfortable, so it's not so hot like you would have with a pair of overalls.
Yeah, you get real hot in the summer here in South Carolina.
Absolutely, absolutely. Taking that one step further, we talked about chaps. What we didn't talk about was why. So if you could take a look at some of these are different examples of some different chaps that are out there on the market, and you have different layers of material. A lot of folks will think that Kevlar is the material that is doing the chainsaw stopping, right? And Kevlar, especially like in this one right here, you can see the yellow cords. Those are Kevlar cords. But what you'll see the most of is all of this white material. Like this pair here is 5 layers. This pair is 6 layers. This is a 9-layer pair. So it all depends on what the manufacturer is specifying for that particular pair of chaps. But the result is the same, because the chainsaw, once it comes in contact with this, the teeth grab this material and pull it out, and it's very, very hard, very durable. So it gets wrapped up into the bar and on the drive sprocket, and will stop the saw almost immediately in most cases. So this is not a guarantee that you won't get hurt or a guarantee that you won't get cut, but I can promise you that it will lessen the severity in a dramatic fashion.
Oh, I don't doubt it a bit.
So chainsaw chaps, it's probably the best insurance that you can utilize. You'll spend maybe, I don't know, $125 on this pair here, $135. I'm not quite sure exactly what the cost of the pants are, but it's far less than the trip to the emergency room.
Without a doubt. And then the recovery time.
All the pain and suffering, you wouldn't want to experience that.
No, definitely not. Well, guys, that about wraps it up for the chaps, and I got to say thank you so much for doing this, because I have learned a ton of information here, and I can definitely say before it's over, I'm going to end up with a pair of those pants, because I want to be able to run and play with my son like my dad ran and played with me, and that's going to definitely help guarantee it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the whole purpose here was just to draw awareness to the safety aspects of using a chainsaw, and chaps are definitely a part of it. So,
no doubt.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. And hopefully this helps you guys make a decision when you go out to buy chaps. You definitely need to buy them. It's worth it. It's not worth the pain and suffering and recovery that you'll go through if you get a cut. Don't be stupid, be smart, get you a pair of chaps, guys. If you like what you see, give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post new videos. And that's about it. Have a good one, guys. See you next time.
Saw safe.